Mayor, I'd like to ask Mr. Lally a question. The delinquent funds that have been collected by Mr. Fulkerson's office, where are they today?
The delinquent monies collected by
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Fulkerson.
have it, the number 461,000.
I can't answer that for you, Councilman.
They're in the general fund.
Pardon me?
They're in the general fund.
They are today?
I hope they are. It's the only place they could be.
Okay, now, and you reported that for the business privilege tax was 280,000. I believe under the column of budget, it's 280,000. Under the current year-to-date collection, it's 415,000. Take a look at that. They could have been reversed.
All right, I will look at that. Where are you at? I will definitely look at that.
Tim.
You're talking about under the revenue, Tom?
Yeah, no, and the delinquent taxes.
He's talking revenue.
Yeah, under
511.
revenue, correct, all right.
They could have
I'll
been
look back,
reversed.
I'll look at that and I'll get back to you personally.
Sorry?
I will look at that and
Okay,
get back to you
okay,
personally.
great. Thank you. But the total that his office has collected is 461,000. Now, will that help us with completing the budget this year and balancing the budget, helping to balance the budget for next year?
Without a doubt. Keep in mind, though, you always have to keep in mind, I mean, if you're taking in extra revenue, at times, you're also, on some occasions, you're also spending more on the expense side, too.
Yeah, but this wasn't planned to be spent. This was planned to be.
Well, the expenses weren't planned to be expended either.
I
They're,
understand,
you know,
but what part of the budget has that been put into then?
The delinquents, it's all put into the general fund. It all goes
Right,
into the general
okay,
fund.
so don't we know where it's going? What part of the budget it's being used?
Yeah, yes, Tom, I didn't understand your question when
Yeah.
you asked. It's going into the tax claims office. Their budget code is 1300, 1310, and 1320.
That's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm asking, what bills are we paying with that 461,000, additional $461,000?
Well, we're paying the normal bills that we pay, Tom. I mean, that is that's extra revenue, just like, for instance,
Right.
we could be taking in extra wage tax.
Like winning the lottery, is that what you're saying?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. It's like, we could be taking in extra wage tax, for instance, and that could increase the revenue in that fashion. You know, so it all comes down to the bottom line on your revenues and expenses each month.
Is that a separate line item at this point, or no?
The,
This 460, or the total?
well, it's all in the delinquent section of the revenue for taxes.
I'm not quite sure I understand. what-
Tom, are you trying to figure out if it's allocated to be paid out to a certain area? Is there a bill it's going to be used to be paid for? He's trying to get a more direct answer
No,
as to
no,
what that
it-
money.
No, if you're taking in extra money on anything, Tom, it's not allocated for anything specifically. I mean,
You
it's
wouldn't know
not,
you had it.
yeah, how do you budget? Yeah, you don't
wouldn't
take
allocate it
extra
because you didn't
money.
expect it. It's a windfall.
Yeah,
Well, I understand that. However, there has to be a place where these dollars are going to. For example, let's just use it for public works. Have we used any of this money for public works? Have we used any of this money for roadways? Have we used?
It could be a
capital
surplus.
budget?
It could be a surplus.
Yeah, have we used it for that, any of that?
no, it just goes into what you have, what your either increase or decrease in your fund balance at the end of each month.
Right.
Okay. I'm not completely satisfied, but that's okay.
Well, stop at my office and we'll go over it
Okay,
specifically.
thank you.
Well, if the phone system burned out, they could maybe use that money to
Well, I
replace the
understand
lines
that.
or something.
That's
But right
something
now,
over and above.
it's not allocated to be spent.
Right, that's
anywhere.
over and above.
Right,
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 that's all I'm trying to get at.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Lally, I'm sorry, did you have anything else to add? Or is that enough for this evening?
No, that was more than enough. Thank you.
Okay.